So, on this episode of Tracking with Max, I'm trying my new voiceover thing, by the way. Of course, I got my old permethrin suit on, as y'all always see. This is mid-August. It's about 73 to 75 degrees when this video was taken. It was taken in a field that we've tracked in. Usually when it's bush hog, this is probably the highest it's ever been. You'll see it way over Max's head here in just a second. He immediately gets a little reeds in his nose. He starts sneezing out the gate. But this is a good video to show that we as Tracking with Max and Elsa don't do everything perfect. The dogs don't do everything perfect. They're great dogs. They're really good at what they do. They love what they do, but they're not perfect. And you'll see here that not mistakes were made, but they just they get off the track sometimes and have to get a little coaxing to get back on. But we'll go through that in just a second. So start Max out. Lead him in the right direction. Let him pee.
Good boy, this way.
This guy's going to pee 42 times, it seems like, every time we track. He did pretty good this morning.
Come on this way, bud. Hey, Max.
So I'll show Max where
Find it.
first blood, or where the,
Find it, buddy. Find it, man.
for training purposes, where the deer was hit at, or where the hunter has told me. See him start sneezing right there because the grass is so tall, but we may be tracking in tall grass, so it's good to train in. He hits the trail pretty hard. This is a 2-hoof stamped, so 2 hooves were used. The interdigital gland was secreted using a screwdriver, and then both were stamped in a walking fashion, running fashion, whatever. You can see him take off right here. Usually he does this with his head down. I know my camera skills trying to keep up with him are subpar. I apologize. But he gets on it pretty hard. He's still sneezing. Nose down right here. I kind of give him a little tug, trying to tell him to slow down a little bit.
Sneezing.
Because I want him to work methodical, not fast. So he checks right here. Realize there's nothing right there, so he goes back left, which is the correct way. Now right here you're going to see him get a little turned around, and I don't know, I've never seen him do this before. I've seen him check, obviously, but he seems like the scent was really strong right here. And I'll tell you what I kind of think it is. I stamped the foot, the 2 feet, numerous times right here on this slight 45-degree angle to kind of help, what I thought would help him make this turn, like the deer may have fallen or something. And I don't know if that didn't hurt more than help.
Hey, you sure?
Come
on, find it, buddy.
He knows there's a strong scent right there, and he's not real sure which way that scent went. Once again, I apologize for the camera work. But I always let him check, even if he's wrong, and I know he's wrong. I always let him check to see before
Max.
Usually ask him, is that right? And you can hear that in the video. But
come here.
I'll say, is that right? With a question in my voice.
This way.
He knows, well, I'm not real sure, so he'll come back and check another way. So he had to really work right here on this little 45, which is very unusual for him. So we get back on the right track, and he figures out, okay, scent's gone this way. We come right up here, and this overall wasn't 120-yard track just to keep his nose down, and it's super hot, and like I said in earlier videos, lots of snakes. So we keep it short and sweet right now. But so I'm standing where the camera is. 90 degrees to my left is the hoof that's placed in a tree for ant purposes. And it's probably 10 yards, excuse me, in there. He went to hit the 90 and once again starts checking right, and then
You sure, buddy?
becomes a dodo right here and picks his head up, not smelling anything, and just takes off. So I gotta, even if this was a real track or a blind track, I would have known right here. I knew immediately
Max,
when he
you sure?
took off. He's just being a goober.
Sure? Come right here. Come here, man. Come here. Come this way.
Had a lot of energy this morning. He's normally very
Come here, man.
calm.
Come here.
He
Come right here.
he did
Come right
have
here.
a lot of energy this morning, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But
Find
you know,
it.
like I said earlier,
Find it.
not all tracks
You
perfect.
tangled.
So this was a good one to show
Hey,
y'all
find it.
that sometimes we have to make them work. So he found the 90 right here when he came back to the reset point that I knew his last he was at. And you won't see it
Good
on the ground.
boy.
Always hang the hook.
Good boy,
So ants don't get on it when he finds
Good
it.
boy.
But I did reward
That's
him right
a
here
good boy.
and praise
That's
him.
a good boy. Good boy,
And
buddy.
he did good. I
Good
was very
boy.
proud of him, even though it
Good
took a little
boy,
more work than
man.
I thought it was going to take for
Good
a short
boy.
track. But
Good boy.
anyway, thank y'all for watching, and stay
Good
tuned
boy.
for more stuff as we get
That's a
closer
good
to
boy.
the
Hold
actual
on.
season
Come here.
being here. And
Good
we'll watch
boy.
Max
Good
and Elsa do
boy,
some
buddy.
tracking this year. Thank you.
Good boy.